Hey!
How you doing?
I like our college, you know. We are.
Good evening, gents. How are we?
Good, man.
Yeah, good. You?
Good.
Yeah, not bad, not bad. Welcome, everybody. This is CrowCast 5. We are live. Anything can happen.
And he already has.
Well, yeah. Hey, change of scenery there, Dave. What's going on here?
Well, you know, just trying to up my game a little bit on the old CrowCast.
Trying to copy me, you were, but I got a few things up my sleeve.
I bet you have.
All right. See?
Armpit.
See?
What's actually down there is a window, so.
I know. I fitted it.
So everybody okay? Like, how was your week been, Shane?
I don't know what day it is the moment.
No?
No. Totally, I don't know.
It is a bit like that, eh?
It is Tuesday, it is. It's Tuesday.
But when you think this is 5 episodes, boys, do you know what I mean? That's fucking mad, like, do you know what I mean? Considering we came up with the idea because we were trying to do something to connect with everybody and feel like a gig once a week at least, you know what I mean? Or it's 5 weeks in, like, you know, so
I know.
More of a stand-up comedy gig, isn't it, than an actual live gig, like or sit-down comedy.
Practicing my routine.
what have you been up to, Lloyd?
Oh, blooming smash my head against the wall. See?
On purpose?
No, I'm just bored, man. So just bored. What about you guys? What about everyone else? Same as it?
Dave?
Me? Oh no, I've couple of things this week. I obviously wrote some riffs which I sent over to you guys. I planted a habanero chili plant which started sprouting. Cherry tomatoes, strawberries. And I had a weird thing the other day where my dog dragged me under a car. No, she did, man. All right, okay, I'll explain.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, she's only a pup, right? So she hasn't really met too many other dogs, let alone big aggressive dogs. So we're walking past this fence, and this big dog appears. So my dog bolts under a car, like I'm talking like bolts, and I was off guard. So she literally pulled me off my feet under a car. My legs are sticking out the car like flipping wild wicked witch of the west. I got rips in my clothes, blood all over my knuckles, and I'm like covered in fucking mud. And then to top it off, it started raining. It was our one day that we'd had with the rain, like. So that was my week.
He's a puppy now as well, isn't he?
Puppy.
Well, she's not. Well,
Your
she's
dog
7 months.
reminds me so much of Chance from Homeward Bound.
Can we rewind to that?
7 months old, man.
Puppy dragged him under a car.
Well, she's 20 kilograms now, man. 20 kilograms of solid muscle so far. And she's only 7 months old.
Got in on the juice as well, have you?
No.
You need to get back in the gym.
Anyway, so that was my week.
That's not bad. Shane, what have you been up to, man?
Exactly what I did last week. It's just like I'm with Lloyd, man. It's like is this boredom that's set in, and it can get on top of you. Like it's a bit negative, and I've kind of written three songs, but it just isn't that creative spark. It's not like normally I'm like.
There's no pressures of the outside world to like fire you up, is there? For like that's what I'm noticing.
It's like when you meet people, you start having conversations with people, or you're in a scenario. Things constantly inspire you. It's just like it could be a conversation. It could be anything that sparks something.
Yeah.
But when you're just stuck with your own thoughts, doing the same thing day in day out, there's no. I don't know. I'm coming up with stuff, but it's just normally when I start something, it's bang, and I don't stop until it's done. But I don't feel like it's like I'll do it tomorrow. Or
that's the thing. It's a shame, isn't it? Because we've got all this spare time, and then like you said, it's not that simple, is it? You gotta have the inspiration as well, you know.
Yeah.
You can't just pull out your ass.
No.
Ronnie, what have you been up to, bud?
Same as you boys. I think it's getting harder. I think there's a lot of people out there who'll probably say the same. same. I kind of had a chat with Shane the other day with the inspiration thing. Loaded Pro Tools up a few times, had a few ideas, had melody lines, and then you sit down and then you kind of, I don't know, you just haven't got that extra bit to kind of get it anywhere. Even to send it to you boys, it's kind of like, it's quite stock, like, you know. So I've been having fun sitting down and jamming covers.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, well, I've been doing that all week. It's really re-sparked. Just, you know, just playing other people's stuff at the moment for me is just kind of getting in different grooves, keeping my hand at it. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, we're gonna got an idea. And then that goes in about 2 minutes. Or a lot more gardening. And I find that food seems to be the highlight in my house at the moment. Probably the same as a lot of people. Me and the missus, we're sitting there, man. It's like, it's such a big thing of what's for food.
Yeah, that's cool though, man. It's nice. It's nice.
Well, no, it's not nice. We're getting,
it is.
We're getting bored. Like, does that make sense? Because it's like you like, we've lived together for 20 years, me and her, and it's like, you know what you can cook, but you're getting fed up of what you can cook. So and then you can't nip out. So if you go, oh, like the other day, I thought, oh, I might try and cook something new. So I'll do like what's it called, like a roast nut or nut roast. Sorry, I'll have a go at that. But you can't actually just pop out and grab all the ingredients. And because we're trying to kind of stick to the rules, and we are, we're only going to the shop once a week. So you've got to wait. Like when I had that idea, it was about 4 days ago. So you've got to wait until your shopping day, and by then, if you're like me, you forget. So I didn't even buy anything to do with noodles today, like. So
yeah, it's like that meme innit, on Facebook. Have you seen it? What do you want for dinner? He's like, what's the choice is? Yes or fucking no.
Yeah. And that's spot on, man. But no, I made some brownies. I made a meringue. I never made a meringue.
Nice.
Yeah. And it turned out really, really good as well. So not
is that like you got like, is it like egg whites?
Yeah, and you got to whip them and all of that.
Yeah, get all the air in them. Yeah, I've never done that.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny actually. I'll drop it in it. Our admin sent me a message by accident, which was a cake recipe, and then took it off. And she said, "Sorry, that was meant for somebody else." And I was like, "Fucking give me that cake recipe." That's where life has taken me now. I'm into like cooking new things and trying to cook sweets and stuff, like, you know. So
yeah.
And even find it's gone really quick as well.
Yeah, really quick.
Oh, not for you?
No,
I kind of got a normal routine sort of, because it's like, I'm only working part time, but I am actually going to work a lot of the time, and then I can easily fill my day when I'm not, when I'm not in work. So yeah, I'm finding this go really quick.
Yeah. I'm trying not to feel like it's a holiday. That's I think, I don't know if any of you have been there, but there's a couple of times I've slipped now. Like last night, I think I was up till about 4 a.m. And when we started this whole lockdown thing, I was getting up early. I was motivated. Now I'm finding that I'm watching more movies, or I'm watching more TV in the nights. You know what I mean? The comforts have settled in. It almost feels like an extended snow day.
Movies.
No, you're right, because like you would take the kids to school. Well, for me anyway, you take the kids to school. You're up early, then you go to, I don't know, Starbucks or Costa, get a coffee, and then you kind of start your day. You're mentally prepared, right? That's done. And like me and Lloyd were talking off camera, when you segment your day that way, I don't know, something happens to like the brain. You're okay. You're focused.
We thrive on routine, man. We're like, that's what humans
creatures
do.
of habit, boys. Creatures of habit.
Yeah, of course. Like a lot of animals, a lot of animals. It's routine, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I said to Shane the other day, I just said I wanted to go for a coffee with you. It's just something so small. Yeah. Just to go for a coffee and just say how's things, like, you know what I mean? Rather than this is great, and don't get me wrong, it's a great substitute and stuff like that. But let's cut the bullshit. I think everybody's missing that connection, that human, you know what I mean, getting together, and everybody don't want to talk about it. But realistically, you do get really shitty weeks, like, you know what I mean? So I think that's where I've been, where I was like that last week. I think you've been there this week, Lloyd. You know what I mean? Where it's obviously feeling like a real weight on you, like, you know. So
yeah, man. It's like Saturday. I've restrung 3 of my guitars. So like I got one set up in CROWS Tony, and I got the low C. I set my white shovel up and stand there and I started learning some blues. And I was like, oh, this is banging. And then it gets to the point, I'm like, and you kind of like learn the one scale and you've learned it all.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, fucking hell, is this it? I'm like, I wanted to spend the whole night just fucking playing blues. But I just learned the scale. And I was like, hang on, that's all it is. These adaptations of like triplets, like ding, 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 ding. And I was like, oh, fucking hell, well, that's an hour, done. Do you know what I mean? I was really looking forward to this. I was really looking forward to it. And I was like, fucking hell. I've kind of learned the blues. I haven't.
I've learned the blues. You got to learn the blues,
psychologically, it felt like I learned the blues in an hour. Do you know what I mean? It's like that,
he's like that guy.
A great thing.
He's like that guy from Crossroads. He is that kid.
Oh, Ralph Maggio.
Karate Kid. Yeah.
Ralph Maggio.
Yeah.
Oh,
he was dueling with Steve I in his living room.
Steve I would fucking batter me.
So what's everyone drinking?
Oh,
are we drinking, Ron?
I got a mixer tonight. I got in the Goblet of Doom.
Still in the goblet, yeah.
Jack Daniel's honey. Ever since Winter's End. Oh, mate, honestly, now this has been a new thing. So you bugger, have got me like with a sudden comfort. So I was like, do you know what? Nothing in it, no water, no mixer or anything, just a bit of ice, straight. It's absolutely gorgeous, man.
JD Honey is the boy. It's
yeah,
amazing.
man. So I've been like having a few of them in the evening. But then I'm kind of washing it down with my old favourite Jupiter.
Oh, what a mix! What a mix! A bit.
Thank you, Belgium.
I'm out the Sun and Comfort. It's my 7th bottle. I'm not even joking.
Hint.
7 regions of hell.
7 regions of hell. So now I'm on the gin.
Oh, nice.
Because that's all that's left in the cupboard.
Hey, gin's lovely, man.
In the cupboard.
I can't do that gin and tonic, or I can't do tonic.
What have you got there then with it? Lemonade? Is there a soda water?
Lemonade. I mean, tonic is just terrible.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Hey, I'll tell you an interesting story. Did you know? Right, to start with, an interesting story about.
Is this the official? Did you know?
It's not even a segment yet.
Oh, come on!
You want to double up today, do you?
Right, I suffer from RLS. If anybody knows what that is, it's restless leg syndrome, where your legs.
I know. I sit next to you in the van.
There we are. Then right. There's something in tonic water that can't remember the name of it. That,
Quinny.
Yeah, Quinny. They're like it's like a muscle relaxant.
Good for like drink stuff.
Yeah. So I have it sometimes for that. For my legs are going nuts, so I just want to chop them off. I'll have a tonic. So interesting fact for you there. More to come later in the show.
Are you drinking anything, Shane, this evening?
I just got an empty mug of tea, but.
Hey, give the old man a shout. He'll knock you one up now.
Oh, he's been on it for weeks, Steve. I think he's on board and done this week. Oh,
nice. Well, with a scuba in the can, is it?
Oh, that rattly thing.
Yeah.
The widget, but yeah.
We drinking then, Dave?
I'm on Scotland's finest. Yeah. We've been getting orders from the Pipeworks in Pontyclean. A little craft beer place. Yeah. So they do like a takeaway thing. So we've been getting it from there, but we drank all that, so want this now. But I've got some wine downstairs, ready for later.
Oh, you have you?
Downstairs in the cellar.
Yeah. In the cellar, in the wine cellar.
In the cellar.
Is that your fuck bunker?
Oh God.
We're drinking, Lloyd. Just a tease, it.
Empty cup of tea, but
empty
cup. Man. Grim days.
Make me a cuppa.
All right then. So
I want on the floor.
Is it right if I do a couple of shout outs?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I want to do a shout out to Andrew Hunt.
Hey, Andrew.
Singing of Buffalo Summer.
Yeah.
Him and his missus just had a baby. His girlfriend Leah, and they've just had a baby girl, Nora. Congratulations, guys.
Congrats, dude.
That's big news.
Good on you. Yeah.
I'm hoping she looks like her mum and sounds like her dad.
That'll be weird.
Also, you know Bruce Fleming, boys.
Yes.
Yeah.
part of the Crow family. We love Bruce to bits. His daughter has been on the Ruby Princess, the ship,
Oh,
since
wow.
January.
Wow.
Oh wow.
I didn't know this, but she's finally been let off.
Wow.
She's been quarantined since January, and they've just given the test, and she's clear, like, so she's literally just stepped off the boat. So I said I'd do Victoria a bit of a shout out.
Yeah.
Off the
No,
boat,
that's nuts.
Yeah,
Literally rock the boat. Yeah.
unbelievable.
Wow, she'll have to. I don't know if she's got the fan page or anything. She'll have to tell us a little bit about that.
I know,
And what it was like.
There's like 1,100 crew that was still stuck on the boat, like, so
Really?
insane. So I can imagine what Bruce and his family and Victoria went through. Wow.
Wow. From
But
January.
yeah, anyway, good news. She's off. She's off the boat. A big shout out to Robertson. Your wife Claire's been in touch. She said you watch every week, a big fan, and she's proud as punch that all the hours you're working with this virus and stuff. So said we give you a shout out. So that's to Rob.
Good on you. Awesome.
Kathy White has been in touch as well for Debbie Turner. Debbie's on the NHS. And she's begged for a bit of a shout out. So Debbie Turner, she always comes to our shows. Debbie, hope you're well, Debbie.
Stay safe.
That's a shout out to them. And we got some birthdays as well. Alison Fole, it's her birthday. She's come to our shows, boys, plenty of times. She must have seen us in the double figures.
Happy love.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. Ross P.S., my buddy, it's his birthday yesterday. Mr. P. Mad that boy. And Darren Edwards, he deserves a medal because he's with our admin, B. Happy birthday, Darren, 51. Ooh, 51.
Happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday, bud. That's me then.
Any
Back to
questions?
Jim.
Can I bip in there? Can I give a quick shout out to Nick at Easy Frame for the frames?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well done,
Yeah.
Dave.
I put a post up on my socials yesterday. I spent about an hour putting them on a wall yesterday. They look fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say shit then.
Sorry, there was a train going past then.
If you're watching this, Nick, I'll stick a photo up next week with a thank you easy for him.
Yeah.
I had mine as well. I did take a photo on a wonk. You know my walls are pretty high as well, boys. So it was kind of hard to
Yeah,
get my
yeah. I
arms
suppose it's
up.
hard to get it then.
Yeah.
I got this little thing. It's like a little tiny spirit level you put on top of frames, and I've never looked back.
So how come yours look crooked then?
Because the
No.
fucking house is crooked.
Because the fucking level's out.
The house is crooked. That's why.
Have you dropped the level, Dave? Have you dropped the bubble?
Probably.
Yeah.
I need to buy a new bubble for it.
It's
I think.
fucked then. Turn it
That's
around.
That's the official term, is it? Term.
In the trade, aye.
Blame Shiner's brother. Is his house is crooked.
All on the one.
Got some questions, boys?
Yeah, Ron, you're gone a bit quiet, man. I
Yeah,
don't
turn
know.
the mic up a bit, Ron.
Can you hear me
And
now?
Shiner is a bit.
Hello, can you hear me
Yeah,
now?
can you turn your
It's
mic
a
up,
bit
Ron?
better.
Turn it up, bud.
What about now?
Keep
2,
going.
2. Hello.
That's great. That's great.
That's not too loud, no?
Oh, that's
good.
brilliant. How are you,
Cool.
Shine? You were a bit quiet.
Any better?
That's great, man.
Right
Nice.
there.
Yeah, a few people said in the chat.
Just doing pre-pro.
No, that's good. That's good, that is. Yeah, any questions?
Right then. Yeah, there's plenty here. Right then. This one's been asked. I know they've asked you personally. Yes, so I thought we better read it out. Which cartoon characters do you see yourself as? Boyd.
Okay.
China, do you want to go first, bud? What
Any-
cartoon
any-
character?
Anyone remember Denver the Last Dinosaur? Do you remember it? With the flying bee.
What a theme tune that was, Dan.
Yes.
The last dinosaur.
Right.
Yeah, bro.
He's my friend and a whole lot more.
Yes.
Yeah. And don't forget the flying V.
Oh, look at that, Boyd.
I would say.
Oh, he's got a pepper.
I would say Yogi Bear, not Boo Boo. Yogi. Before you say anything, I knew.
You read my mind then.
Yeah, I read your mind. Not Yeah, Yogi, not Boo Boo.
Boo boo.
Boo Boo.
I thought you said Baloo then.
Yeah. Yogi Bear for me.
Yeah.
What about you, Dave?
Oh, it's definitely got to be Sad Sack, isn't it? What was that cartoon with Sad Sack?
Raggy Dolls.
Raggy Dolls, yeah, Sad
Yeah.
Sack.
Raggy
Yeah,
Dolls.
definitely got to be in it.
Brilliant theme tunes back in the day, weren't they?
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
Brilliant.
You were sad,
So, yeah,
Sag.
it would definitely be Sad Sack, just based on how I look.
Sad Sack. Didn't he used to speak like that? Sad.
Yeah.
And,
A lot of similarities there, Ron.
what about you, Lloyd?
But I really do not know. I haven't got a fucking clue here. I'd rather let someone else answer.
I reckon you'd be a blonde princess or something, or like.
It's got to be Elsa then, isn't it? From fucking Frozen.
There we are then.
Or She-Ra.
Banging, but
Maybe a bit of She-Ra. Or is that our? That's our generation, that isn't it?
yeah, you're showing your age there now, Ron.
He-Man.
He-Man was brilliant.
I remember.
He-Man!
Yes, two skeletons.
He-Man!
He-Man!
Our childhood was Fraggle Rock and stuff like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, Trapdoor, Fraggle Rock.
Trapdoor, yes.
Rose.
Yeah. Count Duckula.
Yeah.
Count Duckula. Oh man, that was amazing.
I like Batfink as well. Remember Batfink?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Batfink. Yeah, that was brilliant.
My wings are like a shield of steel.
It was vaguely racist, that wasn't it?
Was
Do
it?
you remember his like kung fu mate? Watch it. He's got like a kung fu mate, and it's like it's vaguely racist if you watch it now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's
change
have another
it.
question.
Watch Batfink.
Who would play each of you in a movie about the CROWS?
Oh, actor.
Oh, I'm gonna go with David Spade for me.
Good man.
I'm gonna go with that.
Ronnie, turn our microphone up.
Can you hear me again? No?
Yeah, it's gone really quiet, but
You blaring now.
Hello.
Turn it up, son.
2. Hello, 2.
There we go.
there we go.
Yeah.
He's back in the game.
Oh, that's the puppy.
Bonkers, man. Don't know what's going on
Yeah,
tonight.
the other low pass.
Someone's
low
wrote
frequency
Ronnie is
pass
Danny
on, wasn't it?
DeVito.
I was waiting for that. I was actually waiting for Shane to say something like I was waiting for Shane to say Warwick Davis. or I was waiting for fucking Tyrion or fucking Games of Thrones or something. But
Who's the guy who played Mini Me?
yeah, go on, chat room, get them all out.
I
the
would
guy who
never
played
stoop
Mini
that
Me?
low, but
Fucking Kevin Hart. Do you know what I'm
White
saying?
Kevin Hart.
No, I'd actually say Alan off The Hangover.
Yeah.
Alan off The Hangover. You know, like when
he's a retard.
well, you know what I'm like as well, boys. It's just it comes out of nowhere, like, you know, and I can imagine him kind of fucking spaced out in the van going, "Hello."
That's perfect.
Yeah, man.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, Alan off The Hangover. There we are. That's my man.
I think that the way to do this is the other boys determine who it should be.
Bastards.
Yeah.
Hey, fucking back to Warwick Davis now, and I.
I'm
Right.
thinking more Mini Me.
Bastard.
Ah,
Who's Shiner then?
Ricky Gervais as well. He'd
Dave's on the
I
conversation behind
reckon
us.
it would be. If I got to choose this one, it would be Mike Myers as Wayne's World, wouldn't it? It's Wayne.
Oh, good choice, Elizabeth.
I'd say more the guy who played fucking Murdoch in the A-Team, the remake movie.
yeah. Yeah.
I've seen it. I don't know his name.
Like the character would be based on someone like Silent Bob, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Because Shiner doesn't say nothing.
I tell you what, I think everyone is feeling like, it's starting to fucking feel like Jack Nicholson in The Shining. Honestly.
Who would you be, Dave?
Oh, it's got to be David Gulpilil, isn't it? Got to be.
Ooh.
No, do you know who he is, do you? He was the Aborigine from Crocodile Dundee. David Goldwhale.
We've got a photo, Dave.
That'll be a photo someday.
I don't know. I probably get one now.
Well, I wouldn't have a clue who would play me. Not a
I'd
clue.
say Tom Hanks, I would.
Oh, there we are, Dave. Looks like you've been on the sunbed.
With a red
Yeah,
band.
he's a cool
Either
dude,
Tom
like.
Hanks or Keanu Reeves, but because you're quite a deep bloke, like.
Who, me?
I'll take
No, I'm
Keanu
not
Reeves.
ashamed.
I'll take Keanu Reeves all day.
Yeah, I'll have Keanu Reeves, please.
Do you remember that guy tweeted you once saying he's like Tom Hanks?
Yeah.
Oh, me?
Not like
Me?
you idiot.
I was going to
Shame.
say.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, back out, Dave.
That was like when we first got together, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
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 Uh-huh.
Fuck
Any
off.
more questions, bro?
Yeah. Have you ever been in? This is good. This is really good. Have you ever been in a situation when you thought, "Fuck, I'm not going to survive this"?
Yeah.
Yep.
I have.
Go on, then. Start us off.
I've been in a fucking few of these. I went to New York when I was 20, and as soon as we come out of the airport, we were going to get what I thought was a yellow cab taxi, which is a flat set fare. But it turns out we jumped in this cab. This guy took our cases. And we weren't a yellow cab. It was a private fucking like Russian. So I'm fucking in now, and he's going like, "Have you got money for the tolls?" I was like, "Yeah." I'm thinking, fucking, hang on. This don't seem right. Like, so he's taking it all the way through Queens, all the back streets. It's taken for fucking ever now. I'm shitting my pants, thinking, "Fuck, I'm gonna end up in the fucking Hudson River, like fucking chained to a fucking crate or something now." So we turn up, eventually get to the hotel, and he turns me and goes, $200. I'm like, "What?" I thought it was only $50 flat fare. He's like, "Nah, $200. So I was just like, just paid the fucking guy. So that was the start of my holiday. I was like, "Shit, I'm afraid to go outside the fucking hotel lobby, beer."
And 200 quid down.
But I fucking shit it.
Wow.
That was. You imagine now, and you're knackered, and I was a kid.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, you've got guns over you and everything. Shit.
My one wasn't as dramatic, but mine felt more dramatic because of the person I was with. But we went for a walk down Barry Island, the beach down in Barry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have we ever gone for a walk on the beach, and there's a part where you can't walk towards the wall because it's like sinking sand. It's where all the boats go. It's like a harbour.
Right.
Well, me and the girl I was with went walking across there, right? Literally, but it was like sinking sand. I was up to my waist in sand, and the suction was so powerful I couldn't move. I know because this girl I was with, and she was screaming like she was gonna die, and I was like, "Get a grip!" Honestly, she lost it, and she genuinely thought she was gonna die. And in hindsight, it's funny, like, but at the time, it was like, "Oh my god, I lost my shoe and everything." But
Really?
the section was unbelievable, and it looked like sand, but it was like boggy. When we got out of there, I was just up to my waist in mud. It was like thick sludge. It was awful, but it was a moment where I thought, "I ain't not gonna make this." Good times.
Yeah, it's fucking mad when you encounter situations like that, and you think, "Shit."
Yeah, panic.
Split second thing. It's like the entire fucking like thing. It's just, and it seems so slow as well, man.
Yeah. Anybody else nearly die?
I don't know if it was die, but I fell off. I was fishing off the end of a boat when I was young, so I think it was about eight or nine, on the Norfolk Broads, and I had like a little kite, so it was like a hand line, and that actually got caught on another boat. And literally pulled me in about 8 or 9 years of age, and then I got caught in the undercurrents. But I was a pretty good swimmer, if you remember when we were kids. So all I remember was popping up ages away from the boat, and I was all right treading water, and I could see about 3 people like down to their pants, like ready to jump in and save me. Like, do you know what I mean?
That's brilliant.
Yeah, I didn't want to get their fucking clothes wet. Like, Jesus Christ. Yeah. China?
I got one. When me and Shane was going to London for the radio thing about 2 months ago. So it's hammering down with rain. So me and Shane are going to Bristol train station. And Shane's just come out this corner and he's looked at me. He goes, "You all right, bud? I lost the ability to breathe and talk." I just thought we were going to go into the wall.
We went on this corner, right? And I was, you know, I like driving. I hit this corner. I didn't realize how long this corner. Ages, when it Shine, the corner just kept going. Of course, I'm like, and I'm thinking, when's this corner stop? Like, but I didn't slow down or nothing, and I just turned. Shine was going, holding on to his t-shirt like that, and his seatbelt going. Just like shaking. Look, you're like that. Oh my god! I thought I was gonna die.
We done well about it. We got from Badge to London in an hour and a half.
It was record time. Record timing.
We done good.
We did.
Should we do some competitions?
Can we? Before we do that, can we? Can we just, what was your near miss, Dave? You're bound to have a few.
He's bound to have a fucking book full.
Other than the one that happened today under the car, like.
Oh, he's off.
He's fucking gone. He weren't listening.
Competition time.
Yeah. Actually, never mind competitions. Can you hear us, Dave? Hello, Dave. You can't?
Yeah, it's kind of going in and out. So I might, it's cool.
Have you had any near misses?
Can you hear me then? Oh yeah, I was in the car with Shane going to we were going to Steelhouse the first time round.
No, but this was Dave's fault. This was Dave's fault.
Dave was driving.
Do you remember that? And we were like on the edge of a cliff, and like literally, there must have been not even enough room for someone to stand in front of the car where the cliff edge was, and my car was a bit shit, let's face it. This car I was driving at the time, and I would have had to give it some serious revvage to get, but we kind of managed it, didn't we? It was kind of hysterical laughing.
Yeah, I was crying laughing because
mate,
so stressed out Dave was. So
I had nightmares about it for like.
We're right on the edge of this cliff, right? He puts up his handbrake and he's revving to get the bite to reverse back. But every time he released the handbrake, it would go that little bit further forward. Of course, I'm laughing my head off. This is so funny. He's really struggling and panicking to drive here. But little did I realize just how stressed and how close we were to the edge of this cliff. I was I was just laughing at Dave.
I was having nightmares about it, but I swear, like for weeks after that.
It was only until we reversed and I kind of looked where we were on that cliff. I was like, shit. That could have gone the other way, like.
Yeah.
But,
he still
talks about it this day, Dave, right?
Yeah.
On that note, do you
did you know?
That's not what it is. It's Dave talks a load of bollocks. It's not did you know?
Well, hang on now.
I talk a load of bollocks. And I'm
Write the theme
to you.
Sing the theme tune.
I love the fact you had a whole week to tell me to change the graphic. A whole fucking week.
I'm joking, but I'm joking.
So
I'm joking.
Sing your theme tune then, bud. Whoop, wrong one.
I just sang it.
Oh, did you?
Oh, do it again. Do it again.
Yeah, do it
Right.
again.
Let's do it again.
Let's talk a load of bollocks, and I'm saying it to you.
Wow.
There we are.
Wow.
Amazing.
Fucking hell.
So this week, folks, the fact of the week is who does cooking, right? Talking a lot of cooking here, right? Who cooks with peppers? Did you know the difference between a male and a female pepper and what the difference in taste is? You might do, but it's not a big deal. So a female pepper has got 4 bells at the bottom and it's sweeter, so you put that in a salad or something like that. And a male pepper has got 3 bells at the bottom, so it's more peppery and it's a bit sharper, so you put that in a savoury dish. So there we are.
Brilliant.
I don't know why that's funny.
I love it.
I don't know why that's funny.
I love it.
No, that's true. That's true.
I'll be honest.
I could watch you all
I bet you didn't know that, though, did you?
I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't want to.
Yeah.
So a male's got 3 and a female's got 4.
Well, I don't want to say that, Shane.
Big, isn't it?
Sue Alderman said no.
4, yeah, and there's the female ones are sweeter. Who's saying no? Who's saying no? Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong.
There we are. You've blown some people. There we are.
Blown some people. So
Yeah.
not.
Jackie Griffith.
Oh, Jackie knew that. Look.
I knew that.
I've blown Jackie, have I?
There we are. Steve Arnold. Peppery bollocks.
Yeah.
Tidy. Tidy. Competitions then, boys, yeah?
Aye.
Okey doke.
Competition time.
Competition time.
Bloody
Let's get a
tidy.
theme tune, Chris, as well.
So let's do this, Darren. Should we do Darren's big one?
Yes, let's do that. Let's kick off.
His photo, I mean, not his big one. We got a photo of it, Ron.
Yeah, I'm on it. Sorry.
So we got this competition. Darren Griffiths, those people that don't know, he's a photographer. He does all the festivals and stuff. He's done numerous sort of shots of us. And he produced this look for Never Win, a single we released this year. It's all signed for. And Darren said that he'd love it to go to somebody from the NHS or Kira on the front line. So obviously we've got our bowl of people who work for the NHS. I know that Derek put up on the fan
Got a
page.
bowl of people.
Yeah, people's names. I know Derek put up on the fan page.
Must be a really big bowl.
Dave, do you want to shut up a minute? Yeah, Derek put up a few names as well on the fan page, so people added to this list. So there's more people in this again now. So these are people from the NHS and the carers. I can't believe how many people in the Crow family that are on the front line in the NHS. It's incredible. Thank you for everything you're doing. So here we go. I have one. And the winner is John Windsor.
Absolutely awesome. Well done, John.
Mr. Windsor.
Well done, John.
Jono.
You've won that awesome photo from Darren Griffiths.
That's a good prize, Alex. Yeah.
John, get in touch. Send us your address, and we'll pass on to Dan, and Dan can ship that out to you.
Tidy.
Tidy.
Check if I've spelt that right. Is that right?
Tidy.
Key worker winner is John Windsor.
No,
right?
that's wrong.
There's a D after the end, usually.
Well,
interesting enough.
Well,
There's
He's
a
from
H in
Berkshire.
John. Here we go. Look, there's a H
Was
in
it
John.
Windsor.
SER?
Windsor.
You see that?
Windsor.
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 Windsor's a lot.
Sorry, John. We're not laughing at you.
We like either way.
We're laughing at Ronnie.
Oh, never mind. I've lost it now.
Come on, do it.
Right, do it. There it is. There we are. Is that right?
No.
No.
John.
Right, hang on then. I'm on this. It's the pressure. It's the pressure.
It's all right, but we're with you. No one's watching.
Is that right?
There we go. He's got it.
Yes. There we go.
Well done, John. Well done, Ron.
Thank you. Thank you.
The next competition.
Bloody hell. All right, here we go. Let's it's tonight's giveaway, yeah? So we're gonna give something away on the show. So for everybody who's watching now on YouTube and who's watching on Facebook Live, we have been given a his and hers bracelet by It's a String Thing by Debbie. So she is willing to do a his and hers.
Awesome.
For a lucky winner tonight.
Wow.
So all they got to do is answer a question. Nice. You just literally got to put it in the comments now. And Dave will keep an eye out for the first person who gets it right. Is that correct, Dave?
Will you?
Yeah, yeah. So the question is... the question is, right, how many atoms there are in the known universe? No, I'm joking. That isn't it. The question is, right, on point of no return, an electric... Shut up now. On point of no return, an electric drill makes an appearance on one of the tracks, okay? So if you could tell us which track that is, it's an electric drill, okay? So have a listen. Listen out for electric drill and let us know.
Brilliant.
You need to know by tonight.
Yeah, we need to know by tonight.
Name the song, not the song number, the track number.
Oh well, just take.
Right.
Yeah, just the name of the song. Yeah, name of the song.
Can you recap, Shane?
Yes. So on our album, Point No Return, Dave used a drill on his guitar. I know it sounds mental, but obviously the sound was immense. But what track was that drill used on? One of the tracks on Point No Return. If you can answer that before the podcast ends, you will win a his and hers piece of jewelry from Debbie.
Cool. Right, moving on. The fan page over Easter did an absolutely amazing competition. Did any of you see it, boys? Did you see some of the entries?
Oh, it was excellent. But it was excellent.
I'm going to flick through them quickly.
Oh, the eggs, yeah.
So we haven't picked the winners here. This was done by the fan page. And these are just a little taste of some of the ones that came on. I don't want to get the winners. Here we go. So there's one, which is pretty cool.
That's awesome.
It's pretty cool.
Run, guys.
And there's that one.
That one's really funny. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Just thought that was cool.
I like that. Yeah, I like that.
I like that one as well. That's great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I like Shiner with a cup of tea, the fag and the biscuits. That was great. That was.
Done well.
And it's Shane boy.
Yeah, I've got anybody, haven't I?
Those damn gringos.
Fucking hell, you fucking
killer.
That's brilliant. Tancoons.
Look at the wings, boy.
Look at Shane up the top. You see Shane right up on the top of the stage.
Looks like someone off Wind in the Willows.
It's fab.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. It's like a Will of the Wisp costume, isn't it?
Wind of the Willows, but
wow,
that's brilliant. Oh, wrong one.
Please show that one again. What was
wrong one? That was. So basically, the runner.
Look at his face.
The runner-up.
He's only tamping.
The runner-up. I apologize, Dave. That one that slipped. That did.
Put it back up, man. Do it again.
No.
Oh, he's gone.
Right.
He's meant to be looking for the bloody answer, here.
The runner-up of the egg competition chosen by the fan page was
Lisa Padley. Congratulations, Lisa. You have won. Apparently, Derek has got it for you. I think there's a beer mat, there's a badge, a couple of things. So that'll be sent to you. Congratulations, runner-up. Absolute standing.
Brilliant. And the winner. And the winner of the crow egg competition.
The winner is
go.
Annie Joyce. Look at that. Incredible work.
That's incredible.
Map on top, down below. That's amazing. Absolutely. And her family got involved with that as well. So, Annie, we've got those damn crows goodie bag. in this, we will put some Crow merch. We'll get in touch as well to find out sort of what t-shirt you want and your size, and we'll put that in as well. So yeah, we got a goodie bag on its way to you. So if you want to send us your details, we can send that over. Well done, guys.
Brilliant. Should we have a quick look at next week's goodies?
Yes, let's have a look.
So first up, this is a competition that can run instantly. If you share, as long as you subscribe to the YouTube channel and you share this show, you will win all of these goodies. So there's badges off the guys from Monster Fest. There's a 2019 t-shirt and our set list from playing there last year. I'm pretty sure Stuart Hunting's going to be in for this one. Also, what they've done, which I think is absolutely amazing, they've given 2 tickets to the Monster Fringe show that we're playing on 12th of November. And they've given 2 tickets to the Monster Fest Festival. So basically, you can go from the 12th to the 15th of November to Monster Fest up in Inverness.
Inverness!
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 That is absolutely amazing. Thank you guys for donating them for our lovely Crow family. So all you have to do is subscribe to the YouTube channel and literally share this video on Facebook. I will put all the names in a hat and we will draw them out next week.
Beautiful.
Also, Morag Farley, who took these absolutely incredible images at Winter's End. Her and Charlie have gone and got some mugs made.
A bunch of mugs.
That's absolutely awesome.
Yeah, cool.
So basically, they're going to be given away next week.
They're going to be given away next week for anybody in the Crow family. We love Morag and Charlie. They've been there from day one, basically. And as Ron said, Morag takes photos of us all the time. So it's just wonderful that people are getting involved and they're putting things up for the CrowCast competitions. So yeah, as long as you're in the Crow family, we will pick a winner next week. Oh, perhaps we'll do a question next week. Sorry, we'll do a question like we did with the string bracelets jewelries. We'll do a question next week, and you can win those mugs.
Well,
yeah.
I'm looking at this, the answers for the string bracelet one, and no one's got it right so far.
Oh, well, we'll do that when we'll do that afterwards before we go.
No one even close. So this could be interesting.
To be honest, you've got a 1 in 13 chance, haven't you?
Yeah.
Like, just keep guessing.
Well, Shiner boy, it's that time, my friend.
Oh, it's that time.
Which I bet you're glad of. I can see your face. You're like, thank fuck for that.
Yeah.
Anything you want to leave us with, Shine?
No. I see you all next week. I might be a bit madder next week.
But yeah, is that possible?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Or you might see me on the news at 6 at some point doing something.
What's that? Doing a speech.
Yeah. Yeah, up on the bollard doing some fucker.
He's like flipping the Tiger King, isn't he?
So you're going to leave us with a line, Shine?
Got it.
No, I haven't got a line, but
you haven't got a line.
No, my brain's not working.
I got it.
No
My
problem,
name
mate.
is Shine. I haven't got a line.
Here we are.
I've been
Absolutely
spoken with
smashing,
Dean's
son.
contribution.
There
Yeah.
we are.
All right, bud. Catch you soon, everybody.
Right, I'll see you next week, gentlemen.
Take care,
Bye,
Shiner
man.
boy.
Oh, buddy.
Ta-ra, man. Tidy. He looks a bit tired this week, doesn't he?
Yeah.
God bless him. Should we bring in a guest?
Aye, why not?
We're going,
Right.
are we?
I think he's ready for us.
Is he any good?
He's ready for us.
That'll be.
Let's bring in Padge from Bullet for my Valentine. Here he is,
Hey,
boy.
Hey!
What's happening, Padge?
Right, brother?
What, bro?
All right, how are you?
Yeah, not bad,
Yeah.
man.
You all right?
Bad.
Yeah. How are you, boys? All right?
Very
Oh,
well.
not too
mate.
bad. Not too bad.
Coping, like?
Yes, always bet.
Just about.
Hey, thanks for coming on, bud.
No worries. No, Ronnie called me and I was like, well, yeah. You know, why not? Be a bit of fun, like, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly, man. What are you drinking, Padge?
Diet Coke, but
Bloody hell.
What else, Padge? Don't tell me that's a straight diet Coke.
Well, there's a couple of cubes of ice in there, but not in there, right?
Are you coping, but?
Day at a time, you know, it's very odd. You know, thank God the weather's good, but it's very weird. It's testing my head. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I'm sure that's the same for everybody. But you know, you feel weird stuff. But you know, everyone's in the same boat, and it's very odd times. But you know, we'll get through it.
You keeping busy in the studio, bud? You?
Yes, thank God. Yeah, you know, being creative, just playing guitar. You know, catching up on what we was writing before all this. You know, so it's been productive, creative, but something in the back of your head, weird.
Yeah,
very
it is, bro. Yeah.
Very odd, like a distraction, you know. But how are you boys? Ronnie, go on.
Yeah, exactly the same as you. But I said to Shane earlier, I feel every time I sit down at the computer to do something, there's almost like a mind fuck, like there's something there stopping it. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, strange, isn't it?
Yes, and you can be whistling around the kitchen, or you might come up with a brilliant idea. Right, wicked! I'm going to go and do this, and then halfway through, it's just like something that sucks the energy and just turns you into a zombie almost. Like, you know what I mean? You just find you're staring into nothing. Like, so, well, that's how I've been anyway. Like, you know, so
very odd, yeah. Like your thoughts are like sort of attracted to someone else. But what about you, Shane? Boys, go on.
Well, what is he?
I'm interviewing you now.
No, you know, in general, how's it been? It's been like, I mean, I can't explain it. It's very odd. It's the most unusual thing I've ever experienced in my life. But how's it been? You know, personal experiences.
Just trying to be creative, but I mean, that's all we can be in it. It's like you go. Yeah, but I mean, I'm lucky. Like I see the kids, like, so that distracts you. But then you try and get them out. You can only take them out for an hour and a bit of exercise, and then you're back in the house, and then you're under each other's feet, and it's mad, isn't it? It's just, it's lovely to be with your family and loved ones. I'm privileged, you know. A lot of people haven't got that, but at the same time, like you said, is in the back of your head, it's just not normal, you know.
Yeah.
You go away, you go to work, or you go to school, and you come back, you spend hours.
Yeah.
Like trying to keep yourself, I don't know.
I think it's the immaturity, but
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Losing that structure. Do you know what I mean? That daily structure of fucking
routine in it.
Having the fucking like the killer instinct to like fucking like get up and go do something, and then it's like, oh, I can't do that. Oh, it's just a fucking minefield.
Yeah.
It's doing me in, Padge.
Was there any shows that were like you've cancelled and stuff, or were you on a break now, or what's?
No, we were meant to take a break after last year's touring cycle. We went in and started writing. We got way ahead of our sort of delivery line or whatever, and lots has been written, but we kind of planned to not do anything this year. So ironically, I don't know what Matt knows, but it's kind of, you know, it hasn't affected us. It's actually give us more time.
Yeah.
So very weird.
But now
very strange. But I miss it.
Yeah.
I miss it.
Stopped us dead in our tracks, didn't it? Like we were literally on the road when it was like,
fuck,
it was like, sorry.
They cancelled some shows with you guys, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, you were with us up in London. We'll get to why now in a bit, but you were with us up in London. Then we left London. Then we had Winter's End, didn't we, boys? So we had a headline festival in Winter's End. Then we were planning to do Rock the Boat, go over to Amsterdam for a nice one. Straight from Amsterdam over to Germany. And then there's stuff now, which I still can't legally say, you know, the score, the politics, that we were coming straight from Germany, coming back to go back over to Europe, weren't we, at one point? So that's all being rescheduled. And then obviously it'll be announced next year now, like, do you know what I mean? So It's fucking crazy, but and you've known us since we, you know, what people tuning into this now is a lot of people watching this. We've all known each other since we were kids. We're all in different bands. We've all had jams. We've all used to go to the Welcome, the Jaggers, and all of that. So it's fucking mad, as you know, for us to get our break lately, and then all this happens. It was just crazy, and I know it's going to still be there. I mean, our fan base is fantastic, but like you said, it's ironic for yourself to have a year off. When there's so much happening, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you know, it's the opposite, especially when everything was going so good for you boys as well.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, don't be afraid of that, because I'm sure, you know, when it all comes back, you just stay where you are.
Yeah, that's fingers crossed.
Carry on going, you know, where you left off, like.
Yeah, it's not like it's a Crow thing, is it? Every band is in the same boat. You know what I mean? So
same boat, but you know, so you know, it's nothing against, you know, you or anything you was doing. The whole industry shut down. Everything's closed. The world is closed, which is very odd.
Well, we had Ryan on last week, and he was saying like how hard it is for him at the moment rescheduling stuff. We've been speaking to our agent, which we're with the same agency now, just different agents. They're the ones who seem to have the biggest hassle at the moment, because obviously, you know, the bigger artists you are, like whether you're Bullet or whether you're Trivium, bloody Avenged, Iron Maiden. You've got a whole cycle to reschedule. People don't think about that. Like, do you know what I mean? Like when you come back out now, you're not popping out for like a couple of gigs. You'll have a whole itinerary plan basically for like a year to 2 years, won't you? Like,
well, yeah, but also, right, you got to think of the bands who are off cycle. Now they're going to be coming back. Their plan was to come back next cycle.
Yeah.
So you know, it's going to be kill or be killed.
It's like everyone's going to be out at the same time, isn't it? So it's going to be like, it's going to be, wow.
A lot of fucking bands, aye.
Well, you know what I mean? The festivals be thriving, but it's, you know, who knows what's going to happen? It's very odd because, you know, like you say, the day you wake up one day and you don't know what the hell is going on, and you still have no outcome line, you know, where it's going to change, because none of us know anything.
No.
So we're in a void, which is very unexplainable and
I suppose the terrifying thing about it all is, like, you know, they're not, like you said, there's no sort of set sort of guidelines as when you can start doing stuff again. But I suppose for us and like the big sort of events with sports and stuff, that's the last thing on the list. You know, when there's multiple people in one sort of venue, that's going to be one of the last things people want, isn't it? So it's all very well like opening back up sort of businesses and all that, and allowing people in 2 at a time or what have you. Like music venues, that's like the last thing that's going to be okayed. So it's like, if you think about it, that could be really depressing. Like, but
I thought about it, and it's depressing, and it's scary. Like, but let's keep our fingers crossed.
Yeah, that's it, but that's all we can do, innit?
Yeah, I tell you, the one that took my mind the other day, boys, was somebody said, never mind the bands and the management and the agents. The biggest problem next year, like you said, Padge, if all the bands come out, is the road crew. Because a lot of the road crew double up for people. So if that band's off cycle, they'll go and work for someone else, and so on and so on. And then it comes down to staging and gear as well. Do you know what I mean? A lot of
backline.
Backlines, and you know, it's going to be a busy fucking year. Like, do you know what I mean?
Transport, you know, I mean, bloody airplanes. If the airports are closed, no one can travel. So.
Well, we were on about this earlier, weren't we? It's got to be the right time, haven't it, really, for the bands to come out, because, you know, especially with bands and sports and stuff like that, you know. Well,
there's a big one again, sports, you know.
Yeah, we're always on planes, airports, and bloody, you know, you're in that environment with thousands of people. You know, that's the dangerous point where you can see the peak hitting again. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
it might be, that's the thing that.
Traveling. Sorry, Dave, go on.
I was going to say that they might be the last things to be lifted, do you know what I mean? Because of the sheer amount of people that are, you know.
Well, yeah, travel restrictions, you know, all sorts of like things put in place where you're not free to go and come with as you please, you know. So let's hope not, but it's scary. Scary times.
Let's get on to some cool stories for the audience and stuff like that.
Yeah,
What's one of your most memorable tours, Padge? One of the most favorite bands to play with on the road.
Slipknot was pretty memorable.
Cool.
We did a few shows with Metallica. We did the Big Four in Europe. We did a few of them as well. That was very memorable. Some big.
Dude, that's epic. That's epic. You can even say that. That's
I know, isn't it? Sometimes you don't forget, right? Don't get me wrong, but it's like, wow, when you remember again, it's like, what? You did that?
Yeah.
But
the world of heavy metal, that's as big as it gets, isn't it, man? Big Four on tour, like you can't really get any. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it is mad. But the experience was a great thing, to experience.
Yeah.
Experience the experience.
Then, and we had the bigger stages, and these guys were still are massive heavyweights, but just to be there amongst have a dressing room amongst these big, huge named bands who influenced you through your career, made you pick up a guitar, and and they were cool. That was pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ryan was on about like the Iron Maiden tour, and how that was pretty special for him. Obviously, you guys played with Iron Maiden. Was that a great one for you as well? Like,
I think we had a week or two with them in like Canada. I think in some arenas up there, and it was tough. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
well,
the thing is, with yourself and Funeral and all of that, you hear all the stories as the bands, like, fucking hell, boys, you want to play with them? Wait till your backdrop goes up, like, you know what I mean?
No, it was savage. There was savage parts, and it was like, we were pre-warned, but because apparently, the Maiden crowd is like renowned for being savage to the sport bands.
Yeah.
But when a glass jar of bloody lip balm smashes you in the head when you're mid mosh, like, oh, hang on, projectile, like.
Lip balm.
Lip balm glass, like. I thought it was 10, I thought it was 50 pence, but it was a glass jar.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. We were on about it's quite relevant actually. We were asked earlier about holy shit moments and close to death and all of that. I remember you boys were out in Japan when all that fucking earthquake kicked off.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, well, that was supposed to be a Maiden show. See, that's why we went there.
Yeah,
but they had like a shockwave a day or two before, and then the big one hit as we were in the air from Australia to Tokyo. So they diverted us to Taipei, Taiwan, and we were illegal aliens who had to stay there overnight so we could catch a connection to Japan so we could get our connection home. So we had to go there anyway. It was terrible. Everything was cracked. The roads were like cracked. The the buildings were still swaying from aftershocks.
Wow.
Yeah, and like I remember we were in like an Irish bar, and
I love that.
Yeah, like Fukushima was really kicking off, and it came on the news, and it was like, fucking hell, we need to get out here now. This is radioactive shit. But yeah, that was a mad one.
Wow. Was that when Kev was telling us, boys, in the van?
Yeah.
He was on that tour with
the Jurassic Park fucking water test.
Well, Kev was telling us the same, like from his angle. So obviously you all had different perspectives when that
he went the day before, see?
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, and he was high up, and they had the first shockwave, so he slept in the lobby, apparently.
That's what happened when he ran down in the fucking lobby. He said everybody was running, but he said it was a Jurassic Park moment when he put the water there and he could see the actual fucking water moving, like, Yeah.
The night after, because the shockwave was still going, I could hear the TV banging on the wall because it was stuck on the wall.
Oh, man.
That's what woke me up, and it was like, oh, fucking hell, let's get in the lift.
Wow. So how many years, Padge, have you been doing this now with Bullet? How many years, Bet?
Since we got signed about 2020, 15 years.
And does it feel the same as it did like?
Oh no, it's way more focused now.
Yeah, way
more focused. Yeah, we had no idea. Everyone's wants a dream, doesn't he? You know, the big stages, the fast cars, all the money, and you know whatnot. But then someone offers you a deal, and it's like, so what's next?
Yeah.
And then you just go for it now. But it was a hell of a journey. It was great, quick.
So when you step on stage now, do you still get the same buzz? Is it bigger? Is it better? Or is it like...
Same, just as big. The biggest buzz you can ever get. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's proper.
Yeah,
I mean, you feel it, don't you? You all feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something about it, you know, it makes it day, doesn't it? It makes everything.
Yeah.
Well, it's why we travelled in a fucking van for hours.
All
and
the
hours,
travelling, the sleepless nights.
Just for
you
that
forget about
hour.
that.
Yeah.
Is there one sort of tune from your perspective, Padge, that you know like you're gonna get this sort of huge impact like from the crowd when you start playing it? Like, is it one favorite song you got, or?
Not so much a favorite, but Tears is always the one that changes. You know, that's when the roar goes up in the air. You know.
Yeah. Have we ever done a show without playing Tears?
No.
I was gonna say.
You want to learn it?
You can't drop our one, but can you?
Huh?
You can't drop our one.
Brilliant. No, but that's the one. You know, that's when it really sinks into your heart, and it's like, oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Nice.
What one for you when you play it? Like, do you go, oh? I asked Rico the same the other week. When you look down at the set list and you go, here it fucking comes now. Here it comes.
Ooh, it's been a while now. Recently, what's it? I don't know. I don't know.
Because like with us at the moment, see, we've only got the 2 albums and we've just had the second one released. So the new ones, you know that vibe when you play a new record.
Yeah.
But it's also a nice feeling. Like we did it not so long ago. We did an acoustic thing. We did Say It, which is a track off the first record. It's even nice when you revisit like an old record and you play something that you haven't played for ages. Like, do you know what I mean? You get that vibe,
like, yeah.
You know, and that's the moment when you're like, I fucking always said this was a tune. Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but I think, you know, if you listen to the fans as well, if you put that music out there and you listen to the fans, because they're the ones that know and request the songs, and you know they know what they like and what they don't. So I mean, all the stats are there, all the figures are there. You look at your Spotify, you look at your internet, it's all there. You know, when you log in, go into your settings. You just look at the stats, and it's like, that's our biggest song. Let's not play that then.
Mr. Mom. This goes right. I reckon that's why you probably had that lip balm thrown at you, bet.
Sorry, I can drop my fucking cigarette.
Aye, and then
that's what I think. That was the answer to the question. When it's like, what do we do now when you get signed?
Yeah,
you keep creating and being musical to keep that feeling going.
Yeah,
that's the feeling I drive to. It's not bloody, you know, cars or women or drugs or money. It's the feeling. That's the one.
Yeah, we can totally resonate with the focus thing, because I think when we started, it was all, oh, let's keep it like this, and I was one of the ones who was kind of guilty of it. Oh, keep it like that, and then all of a sudden you feel that it grows and grows and grows, and now I can see it more than ever that it is a business. You remove the glass ceiling, as Shane said. You've got to see things differently. Do you get what I mean? You expand. Yeah. And then all of a sudden it's the real fucking deal. You know, you've got to put the hard work in, because you only get what you put in at the end of the day. Like,
it becomes a machine, doesn't it? Because, you know, you've worked for so many years without getting paid.
Yeah.
And you start getting paid, and you build a team around you who also needs to get paid. So it becomes a machine.
Yeah.
So then, you know, it's just like this motherfucker has to roll.
Yeah.
And it won't wait for no one.
Yeah, and you bang on there because you start getting amazing gigs offered, and you're still thinking of what's next. That's the key word. I speak to any band member or anybody in a what's next, what's next, what's next.
Well, you think about production, you think about artwork, you think about direction, you think about I don't know, modern day style. You know, anything. You think about all things and you talk about them.
Yeah.
You know, image, bloody video content. You know, anything.
So a few years ago as well, you started. You obviously moved, bought a new house, and started Crack Hill Studios as well, mate.
Yes. Well, about 10 years ago now.
Bloody hell, is it that long as well?
Yeah.
Jesus
I
Christ.
always remember having the conversation with you, Padge, when we went to watch Funeral in Cardiff Uni, and you said you viewed the house in the winter, and all the fucking trees were really bare, and then when you come back off tour to see the house again, it was all overgrown. You're like, fuck, that's not my house.
It's because we're lucky, we got like 3 gardens, you know, like 3 separate lawns, so it sees different light, and it's very seasonal around the house. But it's very interesting when all the animals come and the colors change, and it's nice, man. It's nice. You appreciate like a humbler sense of life.
Yeah.
Just listening to the birds and the wildlife and seeing the seasons change and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
You know, it's boring, but it's interesting.
It's a simple things, though, man.
Simple things.
I mean, you know, when you feel things in your heart, it's nice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not like a fucking.
I tell you what I felt at your place when we had a drink and hangover the next morning. You were partying. Parties at your house.
No beer here, but.
Okay, now. I think the best one was I said to my wife, she was like, my wife said, "Where you going?" I said, "Padge has asked me for a barbecue." "All right, then you won't be late, will you?" No.
Oh,
It was fucking light when me and you left, Shane. It was fucking light.
When was that?
Oh, fucking hell. I don't know, Andy was there and all that. Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah,
Barbecue.
It's the voice message China left means anything to go by, because I was in London watching AC/DC. Fuck me. The fucking voice message he left. Yeah. It was something like, Eddie, I want a price on putting a bit of wood to a tree. What the fuck? I played it back to him the next day when I got home. He's like, knock it off. No.
Fun times, man. It's fun times. Like,
yeah. It's been amazing, man. You know, growing up in Wales up here with all you lot, and you know, we know all a lot. It's been great.
Yeah, man. We had a great generation, but the jam nights we always talk about that.
School and all that, you know, it's nice, like humble people, nice.
Yeah, man. Fucking hell, dude. We you've also turned into management now as well, but.
Well, yeah, we're having a go.
How did that start? I know you've been on other podcasts and all of that, but it's nice for everybody to know. Firstly, you're the manager of Florence Black.
Yes, me and Jen, my partner, we went to watch them in Hobos Bridgend, right? Randomly, and then Tristan just said, "Hey, manager said in there," and I was like,
"Sorry, I can imagine that."
Manage, like, innit? And it was like, "I can't manage you," you know. But I contacted him the next day and I said, you know, bring some demos down to the studio. We'll see what we can do. Put them in the computer, like, you know, and sounded good. Said, let's do another one, you know, and that happened. And we did about 4 or 5. And Jen's like, we can manage these easy, you know. And I was like, oh, yeah. So we argued for another weekend, but he convinced me. And yeah, you know, it's just like, you know, let's have a go. Fuck it. Yeah. I mean, I believe in the band. I know you guys do. I think the music's great, powerful. You know, there's a gap there. You know, it's nice. There he is. Tristan can pen a tune. They can all play. You know, they've got the they've built sort of, you know, up over the years. So there was no negatives. It was only positives.
Yeah.
So I thought,
They're a talented bunch of guys, isn't they?
We
really good, yeah. And I love
Yeah.
the simplicity of a 3-piece.
Simplicity, yeah.
I think it's mad, Padge, because it's such a coincidence. But myself, Shane, and Dave went to watch a treatment. Oh God, we're talking now about 5 years ago.
Right.
And the band that took our thing off was that 3-piece band that you just said, Florence Black. We were like, fucking hell, who's these boys?
We were talking about them, weren't we? After, you know, we were like,
we were like, fuck,
they make damage noise.
Yeah, that was about 4 or 5 years ago.
It's just dangerous, man, and it's like unpredictable because it's everyone's station is taken care of, and it's like they mean business.
Yeah,
rock and roll.
And they got youth on this side as well, man. That's like,
I tell you what it is about a 3-piece, though, right? And it was like it with Nirvana, and I mean, we all grew up with Nirvana, like. But there's something about a 3-piece because as good with the treatment were that night, you know. Well, they're a 5-piece, and you know,
5-piece professional as hell. Yeah.
Yeah, they had their parts. They knew each other's thing. But with a 3-piece, it's so clear. Any mistake, as you said, it's dangerous. But there's a clarity about it. You know, there's no. If I'm a guitarist and I play a wrong note, and then the other guitarist plays the right note, it's gonna clash. But when 3-piece, there's that clarity. There's an honesty about it. And if it's done right, it's really powerful.
Yeah.
And I think Florence
it's a really good way to break it down, and 100% correct.
Yeah, man. I
can only read pictures and color books. I can so.
Well, I said to you when you were coming on here, because I don't know if I mentioned it to the boys. I was going to have Padge on, one of the Florence Black boys, but I thought we'd have him on later down the line. Like, do you know
that'd be great, Howard, yeah.
Yeah, well, we can do a double feature then. Do you know what I mean? Because I wanted people to know you're managing them now, but
well, obviously we've got a plan, right? You know, following on from what I was saying, we got I've been working for over a year now, you know, doing the music, and then like November we started managing ish. But you know, we starting to get a team in place. We demoing music for the album at my place, so they get to experiment with the song and the sound, and then you know a playback at least, so they got a copy of it. You know, sort of pre-production for this album. But then COVID-19 has put a fucking block on everything.
Yeah.
Well, I'm the king of the COVID, yeah. Fucking doesn't matter. But it's put a block on everyone, isn't it? It's like stopped everyone's lives, but we got it that earlier. But so it's bought us more time now as well, because we got a lot of demos done. Tristan's got a little rig set up on his laptop, so that he's continuing to write as well, which is great because you know when we get to like 9 or 10, it's like
yeah.
You want about 17 or 18 to know, and it's like
Yep.
So it's kind of good. So, but there was a plan in place, and we just have to execute that plan when we know if anything else is going to start moving in the industry. You know.
Yeah, it's all got to go together, innit? There's no point in.
Yeah. It's such a shame, man. We were like so close, but I'm so glad that we didn't pull the trigger on it because there would have been a lot of money spent.
Yeah.
That's great, man.
You know,
and it's like you said now, when the dust settles and everything kind of shows its course, you can kind of carry on. Like, do you know what I mean? You know,
reading what happens now and see when it, you know, when things start opening up, it's probably going to be in stages. What are they talking about? The traffic light system, where it's going to, you know.
Yeah.
But like you said, venues.
Yeah, man.
I think it's going to be a while, and it is going to be a hell of a long time, really.
Yeah.
Well, because we got you now, but we got to ask some questions from the fans. I got a couple. Yeah, Craig McGill. Out of the new songs you've wrote, do you have a favorite out of the new songs you've wrote?
Bullet ones.
Yeah.
Ooh. Top of my tongue, I think. I don't know. See, I mix them up because they work in titles. I like Enter Ran Man.
I love working titles.
Yeah. And Oh, I don't know, man. I can't.
Sounds a classic, but
yeah. Try Lockdown. Retract. Lockdown. Retract. Mad bastards. So, what's next, then, boys? What are you up to?
I was going to say, hang on, before we say that, not a lot of people know as well. You did the guitars with us on Murder the Motive, but yeah. So you know what I mean? Is an interesting fact for the fans and stuff. Like,
did you know?
Did you know?
Well, Dave weren't in a band then. See him there, Dave.
Aye.
You were in a band, but Shiner's guitar blew my mind. The 335 ES 335 with the Gibson EMG. Gibson 335 with EMG.
EMGs in it. The Hetfield pickups.
Fucking amazing, man. Really good. Back the gain down a little bit. Lovely.
He's basically he's got a load of different Gibson guitars, I suppose you know. But he literally just rams EMGs in a lot of them, doesn't he? She's got these like different nuance, like Les Pauls and SGs and stuff. EMGs, all the same pickups,
isn't it? With the EMG, like it's active pickup, isn't it?
Yeah.
That was around the time of my most vivid memory of the underworld, where I remember going to the bar, coming back. And there's a fucking shopping trolley. We've said this in another interview. We said this in another interview. There's a fucking. I just remember coming back from the bar. Was I with you, Shane or Shiner? Yeah. It was with you. We come back from the bar, didn't we? And there's fucking Lloyd. Was it Lloyd pushing?
Yes, VI.
Padge was in the fucking. In a shopping trolley, but it wasn't the fact that you were in the shopping trolley.
It was a Sainsbury's one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the fact that there was a shopping trolley in the underworld. Fucking, and we spent all night singing three colors red songs to McCormack, didn't we?
Yeah. The best thing was
fucking love
about
him,
6 to 8 months later, we went back here to play with the Gentleman's Pistols, didn't we?
Yeah.
And I turned up, I'm like, there's the fucking trolley. It was still there.
It's probably the right.
Because I texted you. I remember texting you going, look.
It was just the view it was, because obviously we did a gig in it was the Barfly, which is now the Assembly Rooms. And then McCormack said, do you want to come to an after show party? He was like, oh, go on, we'll stick our head in. And then I think we ended up having a couple of beers there. And then all of a sudden I went to the bar with Shane. We come back. And things took one of those fucking swerves when Lloyd's pushed him Patch in a trolley, the fucking backstage, like, oh god.
But and then a few fucking Pete Dog.
No idea, but I wasn't
before I joined the band, boys. It was a shambles.
Oh, honestly,
I joined a band, and then it's only up from there, isn't it?
Well, they say to you, what do you do if you meet your heroes? And that night we met Chris McCormack, man. And like I said, not a lot of people know Chris McCormack. When we grew up in Wales, I think fucking Wales adopted Three Colours Red. I just absolutely love Three Colours Red. So all night we kept telling him, do you know who you are? Do you remember that, Padge? We were like, do you fucking know who you are? He's like, no. We were like, you fucking Chris McCormack. You're Three Colours Red, motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh man, that album, I still put it on, like. Blows my mind.
Yeah, great.
He was just constantly screaming "Copper Girl" in his face, like.
I know.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Man. You know, I just felt something in my heart again. Just singing those lines, taking me back. It's like amazing.
Yeah, man.
Lovely and nice, you know.
Yeah.
Great down music for the peoples, man. See,
that's right, bro. That's right.
But fucking hell.
What's next for us? Just waiting for everything to get back to normal. We're going to be doing this every week. We've already made a commitment there. We kind of vibing off it. It's nice having yourself on. It was nice having Ryan on. We're going to get a few more people on as well, because it's kind of nice to know what people are doing. What's that?
I made a bunch of notes as well. Like.
Fucking hell, look at you.
Yeah.
335. I love that. What's that? Album plans. Good boy. That's fucking brilliant. That is.
I made a bunch of notes, like, because I didn't want to let you down. I was bloody pacing in the kitchen, and like, Jen's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Do I look okay?" So I shave.
It's like my notes. Baller.
I know, same.
Red button like Keith Lemon.
When do we become fucking semi-professional? And they're like, what the fuck? We're writing notes now. Like,
you got to make notes, just so you know what you're doing. Otherwise, you're not even nowhere near semi-professional.
Blank piece of paper. It's like Back to the Future. It hasn't been written yet.
Have we got more questions for Padge? There was loads earlier.
There is a question on here. Tan Coombs has asked, what's your favorite album you've recorded, Padge?
Bullet.
Yeah, it's got to be with Colin, isn't it? It's got to be. Just for the giggles, like.
The first one will the Poison will always be the album that changed everyone's life and all that. But I think Venom was a fun album because it was just like no sort of like restrictions. You're just like, yeah, fuck it, it's great.
Yeah,
it was all bollocks, and I love the bollocks. But
oh, mate, I'm all about the bollocks, but.
Yeah, but, the Poison definitely. I mean, all of them, because every one of them is completely different experience. But the Poison has his favorite moments, and Venom for me had, we did the demos in my place as well. So
that's cool.
Do you always try? Do you always try and have a different experience each album, or do you think, oh, that worked last time, let's go with that again, or you like we want to we talk about this, we're like we want to try and have new experiences with every album and try this, try that because we didn't do it before, that sort of thing. You got that sort of that vibe, or is it like you think, well, the last one was awesome, let's go follow the same formula? Like what do you think?
There's always that if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
But then you fall into that, and it's like, well, we're boring. We just get bored of not trying something else.
Yeah.
How far do you take? Do you just have a little sniff of him over there and then have a little tickle of him over here?
I know what you're saying, man. I know what you're saying.
Do you overthink it, or does it bother you in your head? And it's like, ooh.
Just got to do what it feels natural to me, I think, personally.
Never overthink anything, man. Just
what feels natural and what feels you're going to. I mean, if you're going to enjoy it, just do it, man. That's
and talk about it, and just make it as organic as you can.
Yeah, I think that's bang on, Padge, because I think people forget sometimes that music isn't just like all about the tunes. It's a moment of time. So in that time, you experience, you inspired by certain things, and that album becomes a moment in time. It's not about like whether they're 5 brilliant songs and 6 shit. It's a moment of time. Do you know what I mean? And where you are in your career, in your life.
Definitely.
That's what albums are.
You
make fuck ups, you make mistakes. Sometimes albums ain't as successful as others, but it's a moment of time, and when it's captured, that's really powerful. Like, it just shows your growth. That's how I always see albums. I don't necessarily look at them and go, that's a shit album. That's where they were in their career. You know what I mean?
The listener as well, because that will put them into a certain time of their life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
15 years ago, what am I, 42 now? So 15 years ago, there's people who we was all younger, 20 years, 25 years old back then. But we've all grown up now.
Yeah.
Now's the time in our lives.
Yeah.
It's all changed now.
Exactly.
But then, you hear people who's got like, I don't know, bloody 2 kids and a job in Walmart, and they're like, oh, Bullet, I remember them, they're fucking awesome. It's like,
yeah. That's wicked.
It's just because time goes on, but we keep it as fresh as we can. It's all good. I don't know.
Another quick question for you, right? This is from me. Do you ever sit back and sort of think about the amount of people you've made happy over the years with your music? Do you reflect on it? You think all the thousands, like in your case, it's hundreds of thousands, millions you've actually made happy and have made smile in your lifetime?
I see a lot of that sort of thing on like Instagram with like guitar playthrough and guitar players, and they tag me in it, and I watch them all, and I'm like, and I like a lot of it. Sometimes I'll comment just to but more of that stuff is great.
Yeah, it's good. My mate Kieran, Kieran who works in Oboes, the reason he picked up a guitar was because of you. And I just think, such a nice thing, man, isn't it?
Well, yeah. But,
Padge is the reason why I picked up Southern Comfort.
Come on now.
I drink to forget.
Actually, it wasn't Southern Comfort. I'll tell you what it was, but it was slow gin. That's what I was drinking that night.
Where was that now?
At your house.
My house?
Yeah. When we had that barbecue, I drank slow gin. Oh, but I drank the entire thing. I was a mess.
I just don't remember this at all.
Remember that, Ron? We were on slow gin, weren't we?
Fuck,
What's slow gin?
I can't remember. Oh, I think I brought slow gin, didn't I? Did I bring it?
I never touched this stuff before, and that
just really popped round one or two times as well. But
here's a question for you, Padge.
You're fucking right.
Here's a question from my owner, Padge. Where have you not played, and where would you love to?
Oh, Alaska.
Oh, beautiful, man. Yeah.
Yeah. India. Bali.
You just like a curry, don't you? That's all that is.
Well, an Alaskan curry.
Yeah.
Maybe seal meat.
Lost the spice.
What's next for you boys then? Apart from you're doing the CrowCast, you've done album 2. That went pretty good in the charts, didn't it?
Oh, it was immense, but the feedback we've had, number 14 in the charts, amazing. But as you said, the world stopped, and then we had so much more to do with this album, as you know. You could be on the road for 12, 16 months touring an album. We just done one small UK tour, and then the world stopped. We just want to get back out there. But
I think it's just pick up where we left off. I think is the plan, isn't it? We're all writing and stuff.
I think all in all, we've played 4 gigs since the album's been out.
Yeah, that's right. It's halfway through the tour.
That fucking sucks shit, doesn't it? That's fucking crap.
You really don't.
Crap. That's terrible. That is. That's shit.
Yeah. And for us, we signed with a new agent, we had a new promoter, and all this stuff that was penciled in, Padge. I mean, like, it was next level stuff.
Yeah.
And then to be told then you can't do it, it was just like, some serious big stuff. And
there was one of them. I can't say what it was. There's one of them. I was saying in a group with us, I was like, if that gets cancelled, more people are going to die by my hand than by this virus.
I think I threatened to fill our manager in if it wasn't true.
Yeah.
But when it does happen next year, we'll be able to announce all this. Like, we've been waiting on this.
I think we'll just put the text up. Should we the thread?
If we've got like a good team behind you now, isn't it? Booking and all that.
Yeah.
You okay? They'll sort you out, like, so.
Yeah.
I'm sure
we got a great team.
You've got something to say, and that's the most important thing,
Yeah, well, we just signed with Live Nation, and now we've gone with Ross Warnock UTA now, like, so. We're same agency as you now, buddy, with Paul Ryan and all the rest of the family, like.
Oh yes, United, isn't it?
Yeah.
UTA, not UTI, Dave. UTA.
UTA. So yeah, we haven't even scratched the surface with that. We met with Ross. Plans seemed amazing. Lovely guy. Completely got the band. Wanted to work with the band. And then obviously, before we could even put the foot down, all of this happened, like, so you kind of, I'm stuttering because you don't want to slip up and fucking say anything, innit? Like,
you're thinking while you're talking, like,
yeah, you know the score, you've done it many a time.
Terrible tonight. I'm all jittery, and I was like, and everything.
Yeah, I'm thinking, fucking hell. I say that we're fucking ruined then, like, but yeah, we got coming up, we got a Motorpoint show, we got the gig we said earlier up in Inverness, Monster Fest, Push Play, we've got Rock a Bowl in Sheffield,
all this year.
Yeah, Tram Shed, we sold a Tram Shed out. That should have been
this weekend,
this weekend, Padge.
This is Saturday.
Are you playing?
Come in.
Come in, bud.
Yes,
We're the only ones there, but
We'll all do an hour exercise, do a shit conga around the tram shed and fuck off home, innit?
oh, I love a conga.
The boys would be great, man.
Aye, so yeah, there was a lot of plans, as they say. There's a lot of plans. It's exciting times if it all kicks off from where we were. Put it that way. I can't wait. 221, like you said, it'd be an interesting year for everyone. I think we're all going to catch up on the road. And like you said, I think it's just going to be a busy year in thing. I put a message up just now. Someone said, "Do we think it's going to be busy?" Yeah, it's going to be. I think it's going to be rammed. I think the need is going to be there. There's going to be chaos and people are going to be scared. But I do think there's going to be a crime.
Well. Yeah, because if they open the venues up, and the festivals, then people, you're going to get half as many people there who are going to be scared to go out. You know?
Yeah, I think
dodgy times, boys.
Oh, it's mad, like.
Anyway, let's talk about something positive.
Fucking right. Have we got more questions for him as well?
Who would you want to support out of any band in the world?
Foo Fighters.
Well, can't you two? No, they're not on YouTube. Can they sort them out? Dave, sort them out.
Tell Dave.
If you bump into him, Padge, along the way, do us a favour.
What were Metallica like, Bert, when you played with them?
What do you mean? In what way?
What were they like? Were they cool? Were they good? Yeah, welcoming and stuff like that.
Yeah, Kirk. I spoke to Lars came out of the dressing room first. Didn't speak to James. I spoke to Kirk. Then we played Wembley. I think it was 2014, 2012. Played Wembley, and we had an after-show party in the Royal Garden Hotel by the Royal. What's that building in London? The round thing.
Royal Albert Hall.
Royal Albert Hall.
Yeah. So, and we had after show, and half a Metallica and half a Machine Head came.
Fucking hell, that's not a bad guest list, is it?
It's fucking mad.
That's not a bad guest list. Like Jesus Christ.
So here's one view for Padge. Who's, apart from yourself, because I know you can party, but who's the biggest who's the biggest pisshead of all the bands you've played with? Who can party the hardest?
Who's scared you? Who's like where you're like, oh Jesus Christ, it's on. It's fucking on tonight.
Well, it changes from scary, doesn't it? Like scary to just like stupid.
Where's he off to the fridge, is he?
Just one of them, small one.
Small one.
Scary. Probably like the younger bands, you know. Because the
Florence Black, innit?
Yeah. I mean, Kerry King had like a Jaeger party in his dressing room once. It wasn't scary, but Jaeger's kind of scary, so
yeah.
Got a little bit.
It is, yeah.
It concerns you in your head a little bit, like.
It does.
Yeah, that's why. That's why Jaeger. I spewed in a taxi. Do you remember, boys? We were in Cardiff on that night out.
I can't fucking drink this stuff, man. It just feels the fucking evil rise, man.
What else?
Yeah,
went out with Kev.
Feel the evil rise.
Went out with Kev over the New Year and went over to his house and he brought the Jaeger. He loves his Jaeger, and we drank a bottle before we even left his house. Mess. Unbelievable. He loves
Game over.
Yeah.
No. But that's one to watch. That's one not to watch out for in 2021 is Jägermeister. Oh no. I'm joking.
When we were younger, but who was the band you always wanted to play with? Who was on the top of the list? Because for some reason I thought it would be Panther. Yeah, like like when we were younger, and it was like you would say to us now, who do you want to play with? And we just said Foo Fighters, for example. I know Lloyd would love to play with Aerosmith. I think Dave's Foo Fighters, isn't it?
Yeah, that would be the ultimate one for me.
Yeah, Lloyd's Aerosmith. Who was yours? Have you got to play with them, or is it sadly not on the fucking list? Like,
I think it was Nirvana first. Obviously, that's fucked.
Yeah. I wanted to say Pantera, but I remember you're a massive Pantera fan.
That's fucked.
That's fucked.
That's fucked.
You know,
I'm
it's like
Pantera,
all
it's
the classic bands. Like I am only a little bit older than you boys, but the classic bands back then, Maiden and Priest, they still going and all that, but DC and that, but like the good ones, Nirvana, Pantera, and Sepultura. Do you know what I mean? They all kind of dwindled off, didn't they?
Yeah, yeah.
Weirdly enough, I was listening to Sepultura's last album a couple of nights ago. Have you heard it?
No,
it's quite good. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's typical Sepultura. A little bit thrashy, a little bit. Yeah, it's good.
It's like a gutsy sound, isn't it? It's nice.
Yeah. Arise was the album for me with Sepultura.
I think it was like Transistor, instead of Valves, was it? Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, that was Dimebag Darrell, man. He never used valve amps, did he? He always used transistor amps.
Yeah. Maybe that was it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all I scooped out sound.
Here's a good question for you, Padge.
Go ahead.
Who would you like to co-write a song with?
Ooh.
That's a good one, that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but because John. Oh my God, I've got the comments on the side. That's mad.
All right.
Co-write a song. Co-write a song.
It's a good one, that is. And you've got the studio and everything as well, so...
It's a mad one because, it's vast, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tom Jones.
Oof. Oh, that'd be amazing.
Fucking argue with me.
No, man.
Can't argue with that, man.
Don't get an argument with me.
A song with Tom Jones and get paid heavily for the rest of my life.
I'd love to hear Tom Jones on a metal record. That'd be incredible.
No, it'd be a Christmas song, 6/8 with peckers and wildlife and bells in the background.
Put my hard job, you like.
The red kite, like.
Yeah, brilliant.
Tom Jones could do anything, man. I reckon he could do a metal record if he wanted to.
Well, he did at one point, didn't he? He did everything from ska to fucking blues, R&B. He went through a phase, I think we were about 17, 18, where he was just fucking collabing with
did
everybody.
that album, Reload, didn't he? Tom Jones, Reload. He had like Kelly Jones on it and stuff. And
I forgot about that.
He was a metal.
I'm going for a quick piss.
No, I would.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's metal, was it? But it was it'd be interesting to hear that would. Fucking riffing like
Thomas Jones.
Yeah,
I don't know, just for interest in this. I don't know, let me ask you, would it be anyone modern or past?
Do you know, for me lately, it'd be someone, I don't know, I've been listening to a lot of fucking rap. It's fucking mad, but there's some stunning melody lines. And that's bizarre because they collab in with pop stars and rockers and stuff like that, and it's just some of the melody lines that's going on. There's some
for years, man, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, well, I've always ignored all that vibe, haven't I? So it's kind of for me, it's all new and it's new and fresh.
You start rapping now. Jump on a bus, right? Buy an all-day ticket. Get a notepad.
fuck that shit.
Right.
An all-day ticket.
8 kilometers.
It'd be fucking Goldie looking chain all over again, wouldn't it?
8 kilometers.
It'd be the big end version of the Newportians, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Jesus.
Yeah.
8 kilometers.
Yeah.
I'd love to have not just from a creative point of view, but be in the room with the Beatles to actually see the dynamics of that. When they're writing a tune, because John Lennon, Paul McCartney, when they weren't getting on, see how that worked. Do you know what I mean? Just sat in that room and saying all that shit, or seeing how that works.
That's real, Johnny Cash or Deep Blue or Johnny Cash. Do you know what I mean? ABBA, imagine that.
Oh, fucking hell. Do you know, I was on about this the other day, the Bee Gees as well, but as crazy as it sounds, the Bee Gees and ABBA, I was listening to them in concert the other night.
Yeah.
Tunes, man. It's just fucking tunes.
Here's a concept, right? Here's a concept. So, take like a Bee Gees song or like a classic ABBA song or something like that, and then reggae it or bloody like different world music is somewhere.
Yeah.
And change them up like.
Yeah.
That'd be well different, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
get Tom Jones on that bastard.
Well, yeah. I'm the king of the
Jungle VIP, man. The Ponty VIP.
Yeah, the COVID-19.
Rap.
Hit the top and had to stop. No, don't get me started.
I've got some more questions.
Are you trying to doing playthroughs? Are you doing playthroughs, or are you like Shane? Are you? What are you doing musically wise? Each member, obviously, you're rehearsing and going through your parts and whatnot. But
yeah, I'm getting kind of messages like every day. Just I just put up an acoustic version of Kingdom of Death the other day, and people are like, "Oh, can you do more?" And I was like, "Yeah, I could, but I mean, I might." But I'm just like Ronnie said, the whole idea behind the second album was to break that glass ceiling. So I'm just experimenting as a songwriter, and then if it works for the CROWS, it does. If it doesn't, that's just one for the library, you know, for publishing. I'm just constantly writing, but for me personally, like,
I think that's very positive, very good, because if you didn't have that outlet where you could create, whether it's a piece of paper, a bloody a big lump of clay, or a musical instrument, you know, something where you can create an outlet. It's so important.
It is
like the ability to read a book, you know.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. Even if it's like painting, and I mean painting a shed. Do you know what I mean? Like you're focusing on something. It's like I don't know what it is. You're right. Anything where you are creating, and then there's a positive outcome.
A good one as well is like planting veg and seeding.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I'm with you on that, Padge.
Yeah,
I'm with you on that. So rewarding when they start coming through. And
if I got an old shoe with there's soil and a seed in it, it's everywhere around the house. It's mental.
Yeah.
Like grill.
Oh, it's great, man. It is.
That was absolutely smashing, right? She's got potatoes, lettuce, radish, cucumber. What else we got? Carrots. I say carrots. Chives.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, leeks. It's mental.
Love it.
Yeah, that's great.
Good feeling, though, isn't it?
Well, beans and peas, like broad
Brilliant
beans.
feeling, man.
Oh man, just pulling them off in the summer and eat them, lovely.
Oh, the beans.
This is the first year I've started doing it, and
thank you, Steve.
Soon as like my spinach sprouted, I'm like, whoa. I went and called the daughter. I said, "Come on, gotta come and have a look at this." Because what is it? I was like, "Veg, it's growing."
Yeah.
She called me sad.
It's not bad though. It's like it's grown from nothing, you know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I said to the boys earlier, I did some brownies, meringue, and a Victoria sponge the other day. The sense of fucking reward I had afterwards, watching everybody. What? How'd you grow them? Difficulty, like, what? Can you smoke? Can you smoke our sponge?
Oh no!
It's the same vibe. I was in the garden, in the kitchen. I did the balcony the other day, painted down the fence, and you just think afterwards, you're like, "Fuck, that looks great." So I think yet again, it's just our focus. I managed to do a bit of like drum covers. I'm trying to kind of work on that vibe. Just because I think it'll give me a better database at the end of it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, I think it gives you a mental sort of goal as well in your head, because you wake up some days and it's like, what am I going to do? Oh, fuck, we're in lockdown. Like, what am I going to do today? Fuck it, I can't be arsed. And then you fall into that routine of being not unmotivated and, you know, not doing anything. It's fucking tough, man. But if you set yourself a goal, then it's better than not having nothing.
Yeah, and I think that's what it was, because I've never had the time to do it, because we all get busy and caught up in life. it's been nice to kind of go, do you know what, fuck it, I want to have a little go at cooking some desserts or whatever, or like Shane said, I'm going to paint the fence, or I'm going to do the balcony or whatever. It's stuff that you don't normally have the time to do, but then weirdly, now I've got this extra time, I can sit down at the computer and I can go, right, let's write a song.
Yeah.
It's what I said to him earlier. I guess so far in, I'm like, I'm not really feeling that now. Like, so
it's like I said earlier, man. Saturday night. We strung three of the basses Saturday night. I'm thinking, like, great. One in full C, one in E flat, one in standard. So far, fuck yeah. Always like, I know you like a blues as well, don't you?
Yeah.
So I fucking stuck some videos on YouTube and thought, right, have an hour beer now, and it just kind of went boom. Like, you get so far, and it's like, yeah, I'm really enjoying this, and then it's like, fucking hell, I just haven't got that killer instinct just to get it over the line. Do you know what I mean?
Well, it's fucking odd, isn't it? It does my head in. Yeah.
I think it's what you said as well, Shane. It's almost like you've got to sit to the computer and maybe kind of go, right, fuck it, I'm going to do a writing session, and don't be thinking of what goes down, I suppose. Just see where it takes you, like, do you know what I mean? And then just stop at the end of the session, I suppose. Do you know what I mean?
That's exactly what I've been doing, but I've just been hitting record and seeing what happens, because there's so many times I've not pressed the record button. I'm sitting here and I'm playing the guitar. I'm like, oh, I really like that bit, and then that bit will take you on to another bit, and then by the time you get to that, you've forgotten the first bit. And so the best thing to do is just hit record everything.
I haven't been doing that. See, I've been on the drums, say, for example, and then I might go, oh, I've got a riff idea. I'll go onto the guitar and I'll try and do the chords or whatever. Then you know what it's like on Pro Tools. You get everything set up, get your channels up and everything. Then I start putting down a guitar. Then I got to work out the click. And because you've gone to that far with it, you've lost the vibe.
Exactly.
You fucking lost the vibe. Like,
why you was there in the first place?
Yeah. So I see what you mean. If I just hit fucking record, guitar channel set up, your drums are ready to rock, you can kind of get that mad scientist fucking off and on and just go for it.
Well, I think if it's just you as well, and you know, you can take yourself, you can explore yourself in your head, can't you?
Yeah.
You can take it where you want to go, and like Shane says, it's like, oh, I don't like this. If you want to stop or whatever, you know, or just record. But I think the playback is very important as well, because when you hear it, you can't listen and play at the same time. It's very weird. So when you play it back, it's like, now I can take it there.
Yeah. And you can also like go, that worked, but it worked in a better position if I took that and put it there. Do you know what I mean? So it's even though you're being creative and you're picking up good parts, but it on playback, that works so much better there. You won't pick that up when you're playing it.
Well,
only on playback. So record everything. That's the secret. Record everything.
Yeah, and I think what's key as well is, like, obviously, you know the score. You've just come out of an album. We've literally just come out of an album, it feels like it. And you're almost kind of working out where the next one's going, like you said, Shane. So you gotta almost kind of let go of that. Just fucking just don't be afraid what comes out. I mean, you did that riff the other day in practice, and I was vibing off that, if that makes sense. But that doesn't mean that shapes the record. It could be something else. So I'll try that this week. I'll just try it in record and just see what comes out, if that makes sense. As in, rather than starting to build different blocks. I don't know how other people write it, like, you know. So
I guarantee you, knowing you, and it's same with Lloyd, same with Dave. I know Padge has been quite successful, but I'm telling you now, you hit record, something good will be in there.
You'll always find something,
Yeah.
A flick of a brush, innit? Nice.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. I think that's what I've fallen kind of guilty lately of. You're trying to start the building blocks, whether it starts from a guitar track and a click, or it starts from a drum track, and you're almost trying to build that in your head on your own in a room with no vibing off anybody, just a whistle in a bathroom. Because I think you get the same, don't you, Shane? You're in a shower singing a melody line, because I'm not one of these, like Dave will send over riff and stuff. I'm always singing like a song in my head, like, do you know what I mean? Like, I can hear the vocal line. And even if I send that to Shane and he's got a better vocal line, it doesn't matter if it's changed because at least the root notes are there, or there's some sort of foundation. But that's what I've had trouble with lately. It's almost I find I'm fucking staying at the computer like that, like after a while, and then I go, I don't know if you've done it as well. You got a guitar in your hand, and you're like, oh fuck it, I'll come back tomorrow.
Well,
like,
what I always fucking I found this quite a lot lately. Like I've been trying to fucking just pick a guitar up, write a riff. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it don't. But like I'll record it on my phone. It's rough as shit, but it's there.
Yeah,
I'll go away, I'll have a fag, I'll listen to it in the background, have 10 minutes. So kind of like your brain kind of accepts what's just happened. And then you kind of think, right, I'll try and build that little bit. And then instead of going to that hammer on there, I'll push that note instead. And kind of build it over a series of time rather than just thinking, right, I'm going to do this now and then I'm going to do that. Whether it's shit or not, but it's the process. I find that it's slow, but it works.
Yeah.
I think, anyway.
I mean, sometimes the process will, inevitably write itself.
Yeah.
But at other times, it's like, it's a banging riff. Sorry, I got crisps on me. It's a banging riff, but then you go into something too soon and it's like, nah, sleep on that.
Yeah.
And you come back a couple of days later and it's like, ooh, I got it.
Yeah.
It plays with your fucking head. You remember the original melody.
That's right.
See?
Demo like this. It's once it's in there, it's very difficult to reprogram and go elsewhere if we play on it. But there's times where I've recorded myself and gone and switched off the Mac and gone, that's a killer tune. And I'm gone back to it next day and gone, it's not as good as I thought it was.
Yeah, that's where I was the other day. I thought it was amazing in my head. I was walking around literally singing the song into your phone like you would do.
Yeah.
And in my head, I was like, wicked, and I can hear this, and I could even hear keys and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, I'm going to get all this down. And by the time I got the guitar, I was like, it's fucking shit.
Yeah.
It's fucking shit.
It's mad.
Yeah, but maybe you overthink it, and just got a bit too...
Yeah.
Just a bit too ahead of yourself,
Yeah,
keep it strict, man,
Well, you forget music's fun, don't you? Like, do you know what I mean? So... And the thing is, without showing it to someone else, you never know what it's going to turn into. That's another thing as well, which is a big problem with me. I always feel like I got to kind of hold on to it till I think it's acceptable, not realizing that the little sprout could come from it, and then all of a sudden it turns into a fucking tune that the fans love. Like, do you know what I mean? So that's the key.
Just an idea, man. Like any good idea can spark a hit,
Fuck, one more question for you, but they're off somebody. But what is the hardest guitar solo you've played live?
Oh, bloody hell.
What's the first one that comes to your mind where you're like, oh, bollocks, it's that one? Like,
what's Riot like, Podge?
Riot was a bit nuts. Took me a while to get it, but you got to really whack the bar. Army and Noise is cool. It's like it's simple stuff, but it's quick. And then Riot's mad. That's hard to get right.
Fucking sounds it.
Yeah, some good solos on that album, man.
Fuck, aye.
Yeah.
Fuck, aye. Well, what we'll do is we'll say thank you for coming on, but and stay down the hidden screen below so we can say thank you afterwards.
Yeah.
But honestly, thank you for coming on, buddy, and sharing some stories with the fan base and everything. And
boys, it's been great. I love what you're doing. You're just trying to keep, like the socialism online, and just interact and just keep your vibe going. It's great. I love it. It's
thank
really
you,
good.
Padge. Before you go, Padge, any socials, but should all the fans want to check out Florence Black, is it, and all that vibe?
Yeah, check out us at Florence Black.
At Bullet for My Valentine or www.bulletformyvalentine.
Bullet. That's about it, really.
Fucking tidy,
and
son.
Those damn crows, but.
Yeah. Thank you, bud. Stay down below so we can say thank you in a bit, all right, bud?
All right, boys, nice one.
See you in a bit.
Red face, are you all right? You been on red wine, have you?
Aye. We'll see you in a bit. See you in a bit now, Padge.
Bye, boys.
Bro.
Fantastic, man. Absolutely
Great, man.
brilliant.
Right. Do we have a result for that competition?
We do,
Yeah.
yeah.
Linda Dunleavy.
Hey, well done,
Hey.
Linda.
Well done, Linda!
Well done, Linda.
So, Linda, if you contact Debbie, I can hook you up or whatever. Tell her that you're the Crow winner, and she will do you a his and hers bracelet. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you as well, Debbie, for donating a prize. That's incredible.
Thanks,
Before everybody goes, oh, look, there's Dave and a dog.
Chance the dog, look.
It's a dog.
It's a dog.
Before we go, let's reminder of next week. So we're going to be giving Morag's cups away. Thank you very much, Morag and Charlie. The whiskey's kicking in now, so that's why I don't want to go too long. And
yeah, we'll ask a question next week, similar to what we've done now tonight with Debbie Strings, and you can win those pair of mugs.
And if you share tonight's show and you have subscribed to our YouTube channel, you get to win all this massive bundle. So that's tickets to Monster Fest 2020 in November. You get to come and watch us on the 12th on the Fringe, and you also get access to the weekend. So that's from the 12th to the 15th up to Inverness. I'll do another massive shout out for Monster Fest. Thank you guys for donating all those presents. Well, presents is not Christmas, but yet again, that's a Jack Daniels.
Sorry to interrupt. All the Crow family are asking, so what was the track? Dave, what was the track?
The track was Kings of Second Chances.
There we go. There was a
So if you listen to the track carefully, there's a little bit that goes in the background. Yeah, and what it is, I'm running an electric drill over the pickup and over the string, and it's going, and they kind of like put some effects on it and stuff like that.
No, it was nothing like that.
Yes, it was.
Whatever that was.
Yeah, that sounds.
It was. It sounds like the lightsabers in Star Wars. That's the drill.
Yeah. But I will listen to the song. And you'll see you kind of pick up on it.
I think have we got a video or something like that?
Oh, we got a video of him fucking round that.
I think we'll try and dig out. I think there's a video of Dave using the drill in the studio with Colin and Chris, and we'll try and dig that out. But it won't be on our page. If you go to the fan page, we'll post it on there. How about that?
Tidy.
Excellent. Thank God somebody answered me. That's fantastic.
Tidy.
Crow family, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Join us next week for CrowCast number 6. We've had a blast with you all. Thank you for getting involved. Thank you for turning up. We love you guys. We can't wait to play shows. But until we do, we get to do this with you every Tuesday, 9 p.m. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye, boys.